So, you can't turn your phone off. So I guess I need to turn this. Maybe. Is that what I need to do? Bear with me, guys. Let me just do that. Alright. So this is going to be interesting. Let's get this going. So today we're going to do cloth wipes. One of the benefits of using cloth wipes is to be eco-friendly, to protect your baby bottoms. There's a lot of chemicals in wipes outside of the water wipes, even though the water wipes have changed their ingredients. There's a lot of chemicals in disposable wipes. So to combat those chemicals touching your baby's bottom, you would use cloth wipes and water. And today I'm going to show everyone how to make those out of things that you have at home. So one thing you could use is an old t-shirt. You could use an old receiving blanket. Or if you go online, they have pre-made cloth wipes that are ready to go. And basically you're going to do the same thing with them that I'm going to show you to do today. So some of the stuff I put the list on Instagram and on Facebook on things that you should have. So like I showed you, the receiving blanket, a t-shirt, or you can use towels. You can buy a pack of towels for super cheap. Another thing that you need, you can either use a pencil box. Hi. You can use this cool little wipe container that you can buy by the pack of 6 or 12 online. And it's just a little zip that you would put your wipes in, and it also has the little flip for you to dispense your wipes. Something else you would want is a spray bottle. And this is my favorite go-to to combat a slew of things, from bacterial infections to, and even prevent bacterial infections or yeast that could develop in diapers, whether you have a baby boy or baby girl. I also have a mason jar that you can dispense your wipes in. We have our water and some scissors to cut with, okay? So if you are doing this with me, I'm going to cut these because I didn't pre-cut these. We're just going to cut them into strips. You can cut it as big as you want. Ideally, you want it to be about as big as your hand. So this is a good example of what you want your wipes to look like. But it doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to clean your baby's bottom. So it's going to have poo on it. So it kind of really doesn't matter if it's perfect or not, right? So right now what I'm doing is I'm just cutting this one into strips, and then I'm going to cut this one into about 4. But I'm going to cut several strips first. This is great. So if you get a lot of friends like to hand-me-down things. So if you get some hand-me-down receiving blankets that are just too small for your baby, and you can't figure out what to do with it, and you have your share of burp cloths, you can also use burp cloths, then you can go ahead and just go cut it up. Use it, repurpose it. So these are my wipes. And like I said, they don't have to be perfect because they're going to wipe your baby's bottom. Okay. So one way I like to prep the wipes is to fold them. So I'm going to, I think you guys can see pretty well. I'm going to angle the camera down a bit. Let's angle it down a bit so you guys can see. So if you lay one wipe down, let's pull it out a little bit, and you lay your other wipe on top, then you're going to fold this one over here. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not here to, you know, perfect these, but we want to make them functional. And then you're going to lay your next one over that side that you folded and fold your other side. I'm going to just repeat this over and over and over again. Hi everyone, I see you ladies popping in. Okay, so once I'm done with that, then I have it set to put into my zip container. And at this point, I can do one or two things. I can leave them dry. I'm so grateful you guys use the service too. So we can either leave them dry or we can add water to it and grapefruit seed extract. This is important. You want to prevent mold, so this will definitely prevent mold. This will prevent like any fungus or any wicked thing that could grow in here, but you want to make sure that you distribute it properly. So this is a lot of water. I would add 4 ounces of water to 10 to 15 drops of grapefruit seed extract. So let's kind of mimic that. I'm just going to pour it out. I'm outside anyhow, so that's going to make it work. Okay, so this is about my 4 ounces, 2 to 4 ounces of water. Okay, and that was 15 drops. I don't know if you ladies seen that off to the side. And we're just going to kind of mix it in really well. I'm just going to saturate it. So this is waterproof, so I don't have to worry about it leaking anywhere, but I'm going to make sure this is closed. And once I zip this, I'm going to mash up my water and just make sure all the wipes get saturated. You can feel it. Once everything is wet, you can definitely feel that everything is wet. And then I have my wipes. Pull that off because that doesn't have to be there. And when I'm ready to dispense, it'll pull out just like a disposable wipe with a little effort because it is cloth. But then your next one will be ready to go. Boom. So that's one. Your next one. Your next one. Your next one. And they're all wet. Your next one. So then all you need to do is wipe. You just need one wipe when you wipe your baby's bottom, unless it's like a super explosive diaper. So that's one way. Another way is that you can make it super cute with a mason jar. So let's show you how I did that. So I just cut a hole in the top of the mason jar. I put the top on the grass because I needed something that the knife would go through to cut it. And if I was to gift this or even have this in my household, I would definitely sand down the sides so it wouldn't be so sharp. But your mason jar is a good way to have your wipes on hand, like in the baby's room, and you can kind of monitor it that way. You don't have to worry about like, oh my gosh, you know, did I put enough water in here? Because you can't see what's going on in here until you smell something weird, or you kind of check it out. Ideally, you know, we would like to check everything out as parents, but sometimes time just gets the best of us and we don't really check on everything. So a mason jar is a good way to keep an eye on it. And you would do the same thing. You would just do several layers all the way up to the top. You can even roll it. So you would lay out all of your wipes and just start rolling. I don't know if you guys can see that. And this will create like that effect with the Clorox wipes or any like cylinder wipe dispenser. So you put your wipes in there, you put the amount of water that you want in there, and ideally this would be packed with wipes. And once it's sanded down, your wipes won't stick to it. And you just, guys, you just pull it out. You get the gist of that. Okay, and the next way to do it is just to use a regular old pencil box. I don't know about everyone else, but we homeschool, so we often have like pencil boxes or plastic containers just laying around the house. Repurpose it. If you're not using it for what you bought it for, repurpose it. So this is great to just kind of throw in your diaper bag. It's hard. It'll keep any liquid in, and it'll keep your wipes nice and wet. So I'm going to show you what to do with the ones that are purchased online. And you can buy these in packs of 50, packs of 100, just depending on what your budget is. I would suggest, if your baby is having 6 to 8 bowel movements in the beginning, you want to at least have 2 days worth. So 6 to 8, that's 12 to 18. So buy a 20 pack. And then you can just throw them in a washer and redo it every other day. So same thing with these wipes. You don't have to do this. This is just something I prefer because it pulls out the next one and keeps it ready. Matter of fact, in this particular box, I would just lay them. I would fold them and layer them, because you don't have anything to stop to create a friction for you to create a pool. And these will fit perfectly in the rectangular pencil box. You want to come say hi? My little one is in the background. Everything okay? Okay. And I would just take these and put these in here. Again, put my amount of water in there with the grapefruit seed extract and keep it moving. So one thing that I'm getting feedback from a lot of moms about cloth diapering is they feel as though that it's a lot and that it's overwhelming for them. So I just simply believe you just keep it simple. So just like I simply cut up a receiving blanket to make cloth wipes. Oh, I can wave at you. Look at that. Okay, so this is all new for me. I never went live, so I'm excited. But to keep it simple, you know, just cut up a receiving blanket. Buy cloth wipes if you don't have time to cut up a receiving blanket. It's just a matter of pushing a button online nowadays to hit order from your Amazon. And if you don't have the ability to press the button for Amazon, get an old t-shirt. T-shirts, I'm sure they're laying around the house. You get them from every place. Every place will give you a free t-shirt if you're in the right place at the right time. But we always have t-shirts that are laying around that are either too small for the boys or doesn't have the same stretch anymore. Cut them up. And with your t-shirt, you would just go, I would go the long way. So we're going to go this way. And again, this is going to wipe your baby's bottom, so we're not doing it for perfection. We're doing it for efficiency, right? We just want it to effectively wipe our baby's bottom. And just keep going up the shirt. Now I know I have some moms that are going to make this super magnificent. The people that sew out there, you can definitely sew up your edges to make it look super beautiful. You'll be surprised what colorful thread on a white t-shirt looks like. It looks beautiful. This is a good example. So if you have the machine to do so, definitely stitch up your edges with some, and it can be a simple gift to a friend or keep it in your house. Cloth wipes are also great to use if you have a bidet. So where everyone was running out going to buy toilet paper, we had cloth wipes. Even though we do have tissue, we weren't really stressed out about having tissue. We just had wipes on hand if necessary. So I have about 3 strips out of this particular t-shirt, and I can keep going up. And there's a little person walking past. I think he just wanted you guys to see him. So I'm going to cut the ends of the t-shirt so they're no longer looped. On both ends. You want to come help me? I kind of do need help with holding this. Can you hold this for me so I can cut it better? You gotta hold it this way so everybody can see it. Come a little closer. A little closer. Your body, because I don't want to cut your hand. Your arms have to come down. Okay, pull it. I need more help. Okay, so lay those out. And if you have a little person running around that is like wanting your attention, enlist them. Here, hold that. Have them help you. They can even do this themselves. This is a great little chore to have your younger, older ones do. Thank you. We wanted to help. Hi, Star. Hi, Rachel. So, just to let everyone know, we do have a cloth diaper one-on-one class that's happening every Sunday. And every Sunday we go over the systems that cloth diapering has to offer. So that would be the all-in-one, the pre-folds, the fitted diapers. It's a lot of them, and you should join us 12 o'clock this Sunday to learn more about it. So these particular wipes are a little bit longer. The downside to the t-shirt wipes is they may not hold their shape very well. So when you go to wipe, you're going to have to maybe cut that a little bit bigger, right? Compared to your receiving blanket. That'll definitely cover your hand, so you can do a nice clean wipe. And then you fold it, and then wipe, then fold it, and then wipe. I wonder how many wipes people use with disposable wipes in one diaper change. I've seen a dad like just pull one after the other, after the other, after the other. No, the class will not be live like this one. It will be on via Zoom. Thank you. That's a great question, Mrs. McKinney. It won't be live like that. Well, it will be live. It'll be live on Zoom though. So if you want to join a cloth diaper class on Zoom, just inbox us and I'll send you the link, okay? Thank you for that question. So I think that covered everything in regards to the reusable wipes. Does anyone have a question? No? So I'll be doing classes every Thursday, and we'll be addressing different topics that will be just like this one on Facebook Live. We'll be addressing potty training. We'll be addressing how to deal with different rashes, how to recognize different rashes, just cloth diapering from A to Z, and maybe baby from A to Z. We'll see where this leads. But I thank you, ladies, for joining, and I look forward to seeing everybody and more down the line joining in on these classes. Bye. Let's figure out how to, there we go.